Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on with our conquerors. We're 64 turns in and we are about to march to war. We are on the edge of Specio, the war mage's terrain. He has a chosen destroyer down in the bottom left corner of the map. We are unpacking a city on his doorstep. And it's gonna get bloody. It's gonna get bloody. Meanwhile, on the other southeastern continent, we're packing up the hot pot. We're trying to skip over this fractured infestation and set up a city right here. Boy, do I not know how it's going to go, but we need to get the Ravaged Rampike. We need to get the Witherbow Bowl, because these are 2 gold ancient wonders that will allow us to get our magic victory, assuming that Cornea over here, another Eldritch being, will let us live. Currently, everyone hates us, and it's an end turn, so we're going to see how it all plays out. I'm a bit nervous for today, mostly because I don't think Cornea is going to let us really go. An old prospector covered in dirt hails us with a pouch close to his chest. Ye be the forge keeper round here. See this? It's flow rock. I love these guys. Always got their flow rock. You could give me tier 4 hardy plate, pretty good. A stone spirit or blah 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 blah. Man, I will get production blocked for a turn in exchange for some tier 4 armor that I will then put on. Henbit the Conqueror, maybe? Yeah, why not? Slight upgrade, and you can move your cloak over to somebody else. Now, I got my boat over here. We gonna just pack everybody up on it. We got 800 points. And we're going to try to sail to right here. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm nervous. You're just going to grab that little tower, and then maybe you can head underground. And you guys are going to go on some sort of attack. We're going to throw 40 draft on this city in exchange for 10 mana per turn. We're gonna need to start growing it out. We are a bit short on troops, though. What are we missing? You're missing a spearman. You're actually got everybody. And you are missing... Sorry, I say spearman, I mean champion. We do have iron golems now as well. You could probably use an iron golem. And then probably another... You need a support caster. So, let's get you that right away. Only takes a turn. I have a bunch of these that I can build, but only after we've expanded. I am already at war. That's right. So, let's start gobbling territory up. If I was to build a war camp, actually, if I was to build a ritual pile, you scale off of adjacent foresters. You guys are all farms down here, though. And if I wanted to touch both of you, I would have to do chop, 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 chop. Okay, war camp's gonna go here. That way those are a bit easier to take out. We have a golem mine and a ritual pile. Let's build a mine right here. Turn it into a golem mine. We do have some stuff up here we can grab, so we're going to quarry. We're actually going to restore this node. It only costs 100 mana, which is pretty nice. I thought for sure that would cost way more than that. And we are going to have to figure out how to start pillaging this guy. So, foist things foist. Let's toss one of you over there. And... you don't have a lieutenant, so I'm also going to toss you over there. Then I can actually have this guy just come in here and pillage this improvement. If you're attacked, it's going to draw everybody in, which I don't know if that's going to be enough people. But I guess we're going to find out. 20 draft and 6 vision range on a Conqueror's Tower. That's pretty nice. Now, I can build a ritual pyre as well. So I might as well just slap one in here for now. And everything here is infinite turns, so why not just build one of you? Grab another forester. This is all farmland down here. I'm going to core you. I'm going to farmland you, and you. Do we have a lava rune steel ready to go? No, we should burn all this down. I think it would be beneficial for us to put ashland in here, especially out this way. Though that being said, we get a lot of bonuses from Corey, seeing as we are a giant king. We get a lot of good bonuses from quarries, actually. Is this crazy? All of this is river, so if I do decide to burn all this down, this is actually like primo farmland. We could grow a lot in this area. We could put a very nice teleporter right there. You know, I could swap Lob's Hollow, which would give us 2 mana per quarry if I did that. How swappeth you? Can I not move you to the other city? I know there's a button for this. I know there's a button for this. There's normally a button for this. I think I'm gonna have to just destroy this if that's the case. Yeah, because I have room to keep going. Lob's Hollow would be much better in here. I'd get a ton of benefits from it. Dude, I'd really like to just be able to swap this out and then maybe grab these other spots. Like if I could get this gold mine, then this outpost would pay for itself and I would have A, I could put a teleporter there, but B, I would have vision sort of over the ocean. Well, dang, man, that's a lot of money we put in there for no good reason then. Can I really not switch you? Need to grow out to it. I mean, I am here already, so... And you can see, like, I have room to expand in this way, so it's just not letting me take it. I think wonders are not changeable in the same way. You can swap territory, but you can't swap wonders. Alright. Well, let's burn it down then. Specio has withdrawn to the Astral Void, so he actually just got fought, which is really good for us. Fought and lost. This guy says, you started a war. I don't like that. He also says, grievances. You're now at negative 335. You fabricated a grievance against me? What a dweeb. 280. Doctor, hello. Welcome. We might as well check the coastline down here. So he got killed by that pirate cove. Trying to fight that pirate cove. Which is excellent, excellent, excellent for us. I mean, I still got terrain here. But I don't have a lot of room to bonus grow this city. If there's more to be had. And I do want to gobble up all this stuff. So I think I'm just going to hold. Hold. And keep going right now. Ooh. Are you telling me that when you pillage a province as a giant king, It also... Oh, no, sorry. I have a rune steel here. I thought because he pillaged it, it became all burned, and I got really excited because I thought that was super cool. But I gotta hit him myself. Boy, I can make champions and iron golems for literally no cost right now. Or at least no time. I would like to throw some iron golems in here, so we'll add them into the mix. Chunk, 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 chunk. We'll pillage this guy up, keep moving on in. Now, you're gonna have to move. What is gonna be the best way to do this? That's the quickest for sure. But going by sea means I could actually avoid a lot of this fractured infestation. In fact, I might be able to avoid all of it if I'm lucky. It's a big if. But it's an if I'm willing to try. We have another lava rune steel, but this guy for sure has Spelljammer. So you're burning down all of this terrain. So the question now becomes, do I want to burn down all of this? I guess I could. If nothing more than for the visual appeal. You're going to go underground, and I think you could just probably start doing some explore. I think I'm actually going to put you on auto explore at this point. Because I feel like our scouts have most of what's going on figured out. This is our beefy Death Knight, who is designed to just do a lot of criticals. You need like a big... you need like a big sword. Because that's my cool orc character. Special improvements get +5 gold. Not yet. Right now, I think we're going to need the Imperium to grow. We definitely need it to grow over on the other side. And let's see what else we can do here. Let's hurry that little production along. Worker construct next says +10 production, +3 production per adjacent quarry or forester. Food, knowledge, mana. This counts as a quarry. I mean... that's a pretty good one. I'd get boosted quarries, I'd get boosted foresters, I'd get boosted whatever's going here, probably another quarry. Alternatively, I could put one like right here. And that guy would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Versus this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Well, you know what? It doesn't really matter then. There's a lot of options. A workers guild is for sure what I want. 10 production per quarry. This is an 80 production building right now. And it's only going to get higher. Cannot take you higher. Though I did talk about building a forester based building here just because I wanted that +1 to draft. I'm going to build you instead. Let's see how we do. Wizard Tower is only level 1 and already 90 empiric income. We do have a couple of good wonders around the map. Oh, we got to pick up Lob's Hollow here. No! Misclicked. Well, 2 of you guys better get the heck out of there then. I am always misclicking on things lately. So let's set ye to sea and try to work our way around this fractured infestation. You're going to grab this tower, and then I think I'm also going to put you on auto explore. Let them be free. All right. You're going to pick up this. You're going to grab an extra slot here. Are you telling me while he is rebuilding that, I cannot take it? Damn. Curse this fast turn. All right, I'm going to grab that wizard chamber tower then. I can bring someone back there next turn and we can still grab it. You got a pact of cooperation with Strongwall, and I'm not that far behind. Let's boost that allegiance. That puts me neck and neck to take Strongwall. Pact of Vassalage in 5 turns with Nolmok. Pact of Loyalty in 3. Okay. So this is promising. I don't care about any of these other ones. I do care about this infestation down here, but I actually took a quest to take that, so... There's a lot of guys in there, too. Okay, so, sorry. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. Gets me 230 draft production and gold. Dude, pillaging is nuts. The amount of value you get from it right now is off the charts. I feel like I should build a spelljammer in here, but I don't think I'm ready for it yet. I am going to build that workers guild. Because 90 production in a city that has 220 production is kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're going to move here. And then we should be able to get up there next turn. What are you missing? You are frontline, frontline, frontline. You've got an archer. You almost want a caster. Oh, the blood cultists are back. So are the mage locks. So are overseers. Being able to get overseers is going to be kind of actually good for us. He says, thinking that they still have some sort of thing for constructs, which actually I don't think they do. So I'm going to summon one of those casters. You have an Exalted Raider, which I don't love, but you do have 150 HP, which is pretty good. Like, I should probably replace him with a champ. At the very least, you know what? I should just start building another army here. I have over 150 gold, so... it's hard not to want to. All right. Burr the Veil. This is my fair warlock. Guaranteed weakened thunder defense, centered resistance against targets already afflicted by the same effect. Dispels positive debuffs, adds weakened, ignores status resistance. Raise undead or dark ritual. I guess raise undead is kind of fitting for this guy. You also need a better staff. The next level up on this guy, we have to take Disenchanter. Because we haven't done any forging, and honestly, we're a bit behind on it. You guys are all upset about me taking Strongwall. Friendship was declared. Okay. So, 280 gold. I'm going to keep all this because I'm going to disenchant it all. But he is back into wanting to be my friend again. A ghost. Ghost quest. Oh, you're missing a guy right now. You're missing... Right, that caster. Right. For right now... I'm gonna give you that archer. Things get a bit scary when the computer hasn't moved, and things get so laggy when they do move. Question for the scavenger: if you played it again, what do you think would be a good combo for Empire perks? Oh, here we go. We're getting a fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. $4,100. Throne of Insidious Whispers, Paragon Quarters, and Spelljammer. Well, I definitely don't want to fight him in his own terrain if this is the case. What do I think would be a good combo for Empire perks for Scavenger? I think taking light-footed so that you don't block movement of your own units would be really smart. Because being able to pick up those looted things in combat is like pretty important. I certainly can make a case for athletics for the same reason, just giving you that extra movement point so that you're able to get to them easier. Nomads are all about hit and run, right? Now, that being said, the scavengers have a lot of teleport mechanics, like the Wind Rider or whatever, so that's really good. I think that... Order would probably be really strong with scavengers because you don't really want to conquer a lot of locations, but if you have a lot of vassals, you can just take their stuff. So you can walk into an area with your ship if you have a lot of vassals there, and you can just be like, hello vassal, please give me your territory that has the resource nodes I want to gobble up. I don't know if vassals repair resource nodes. I actually have no idea. That would be a very good question. Certainly, Reclaimers was very strong. It let us craft a ton of stuff. You know, ultimately, wonders are what you're going for with scavengers. Like scavengers versus conquerors. Like conquerors don't get the ability to absorb wonders. Scavengers do. So being able to gobble up a bunch of wonders is really powerful. But I don't think that like Wonder Architect is something you really need. I think it's nice. It certainly would give you bonuses to your city while you are absorbing wonders, but definitely not mandatory. But it could work, honestly, because like generally your city is going to have a wonder attached to it constantly, whether it's absorbed or not. You know, you are going to have wonders. So Wonder Architect probably would work really well too. Hit and run, move after hit in battle or campaign, both honestly. Because you kind of want to hit cities and then keep moving past them. You know, you still get bonuses for being, as a scavenger, you get bonuses if your border touches other cities. So being in those sort of forward positions is really powerful. But in combat, it's all about like, basically about flanking, right? So I think it's Opportunist that we took on these guys. Elusive, sorry. Elusive is a very good one. Because it allows you to get away without taking too much damage from opportunity attacks. You know, +5 defense and resistance is really strong. It also, you know, +5 against retaliation as well. Like, that's a significant, with the combat changes, that's a significant amount of defense. So it allows you to attack spears. It allows you to attack frontwards things a lot easier. But more importantly, it allows you to get away into flanking positions. And it's sneaky, which gives you that 25% flanking is, like, nutso. Especially with the book, the Tome of the Sand Strider. Got some hiccups going on here. Right? Like Dune Stalker gives you 20% flanking damage when on sand terrain. You mix that in with the 25% flanking damage from Sneaky. Mix that in with +2 blight damage when flanking from Scorpion Venom Blades. It's very good. And I think we're... I think scavengers are more about flanking, while conquerors are more about hit and run because of the mechanics of these guys with the two different stances. So, like, you don't need to be flanking with these guys. You sort of flank on the Storm Strike, but then you just hit them with the Wind Strike afterwards. I think Elusive is better for these guys, while Sneaky is better for Scavengers. Okay, I'm obviously not going to fight this, because it's a bad idea. Though I could fight them there. That would be a better idea. That would be the best idea. That actually gives me 26. And it's not on their terrain, it's on my terrain. And it kills pretty much all of their heroes. Well, that I would take as a fight. I also get an Iron Golem. An extra Iron Golem. What's the auto look like on this? Probably have to fight it manually. It is Specio. Specio is our crazy summon caster. Like, he is one of the funnest characters I've made, I think. Just an absolute monster in combat and uses basically every type of troop imaginable. But he himself is a insanely powerful caster, so... Now, this is a really cool map. I don't know that I've ever seen this map before. A desert bridge. Well, you're designed for front combat. You're an Iron Golem, so you're certainly designed for front combat, as are you. You both have shield wall. TBH, I think I might even pull you back. No, you're a paladin. Cooldown of 2. Yeah, you might as well. You can't hit anybody else with that, so... I am a bit worried about the kind of damage they're going to be able to do to me here, but... You know, we gonna find out. It's my raider. Here's a champion. Put that dust weaver there. All right. Right. You can actually very conveniently go here and you're in a great spot to be protected. That also just triggered momentum on you, so you get an extra 20% damage. Put my champ there, put my bone wyvern. That's cool. So we have a bone wyvern and we still summon a bone wyvern. Yeah, all right. You can go there. You can go there. I'm going to grant defense on him, since he's front row center. Cast my Ritual of Elements. This should allow a very dirty fireball here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Both heroes. Sha, 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 sha. Very nice. Transfer life to this guy, just give him a strengthened. And then we'll enter defense mode. Now, Specio has a lot of combat spells, such as Curse of Misfortune. Yeah, you also have a lot of weird casters. Are Will Thief's magic now? Oh, man. I love this edition of Magic Fighters. I feel like they took all these characters that I was like, I like them, but I don't know that I'd ever really use them in combat, and now they are way more valuable. I mean, geez, the buff alone that they added to all of the primal summons is crazy. Well, I'll be summoned to do that. Almost killed that whole pack. You didn't really come any closer here, buddy. What do you do? Hit him with a Hex of Broken Spirit. Now, I don't even know. Is this going to work? You guys are Eldritch, right? So, you have Curse Eater. Disabled if the unit is burning. Is that new? Was this always the case with Curse Eater? Am I losing my mind? Mage, support, 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 mage. Okay, I actually want to attack on this side. Even if it means I'm going to be soaking wet. Even if it means I'm going to be absolutely soaking wet. Because these guys are all ranged and they're pretty vulnerable to that. This side, not so much. You're all on fire, so let's immolate you. Hits me with a Devout Radiance. You hit me from downtown with Poison Decayed Disease. Now, burning when there's a lot of water on the map makes my life a little more tricky, but... Fair enough. Besides the champions, do you think any other type of ruler would pair well with nomads? Or do you still need more time for conquerors to have an opinion if the others would be better? Honestly, I think you could play anybody with nomads. I think that's kind of one of the fun parts about it, right? They're a culture. And their books are not specific to any one way of playing. Yeah, I literally think you could play as anybody with nomads. We're playing as a giant king right now with nomads, and it fits really well. I could bonk them, but I also could bonk these. I also could summon a fire sword. You know what? I'm going to wait a little bit on you. Wow. I made a bad decision here. I don't think I realized just how slow this would be. Chaplain, Necromancer, Vow Keeper, Seal Bearer, Seal Bearer. I mean, I'm gonna go on you. You can actually dash, thank the gods. Fumbles. You can also dash. Fumbles. Can't say I'm huge on this fumbling right now. Shoot my own guy in the back. Okay. This is really going not as well as I would hope. These archers just start doing some damage right now. I'm actually going to debuff the heroes. Should have done that first there. And then Iron Golem can just kill that guy. I'm going to give you momentum. I'm going to heal the Golem. This Golem can actually then move up. Doesn't matter too much here. Broken Will. Ooh. Target cannot be afflicted. Friendly undead corpse is revived. Oh. Hit my Golem in the back. Well, that was like an 80% shot? Unreal. You can't reach them. You can, but I'm actually just going to have you do that. Oh, Master Chaplain. No, go for that hero. Oh, yeah, are you guys just not getting it right now? I want this sword to be able to hit somebody, and unfortunately, all these guys over here are not currently hittable. Which ain't making my life the easiest. There's a lot of low morale. That's really good for us, because we have our morale caster that can scale off of that. Unfortunately, there goes my legendary Exalted Raider. Ooh, spirit damage. Ooh, I don't know what you hit me with. Yeah, see, Specio is just, he doesn't need to be in combat. This is literally how I built this guy, was to sit in the back, have 1,000 summons, and then just have, like, super long-range nukes. He is, unfortunately, the culmination of every single Eldritch campaign we've ever run. And he is hell. Oh, let's just charge you. I'm gonna triple strike you. You're gonna run back, I think. No, you know what? You have decaying. You're gonna die no matter what happens here. This is going to be a bloody fight. Should have teleported and shot with him. That was a bit dumb. You have super low morale. Why don't we just summon you? Corrupted Soul. And then I bet we can just kill you with Dustweavers. You are a fleshling that explodes, so let's just fight you. You have Demon Step. Could I run there, Demon Step there, and attack you? Yes. Would that cause me to get Radiant Spiked? Honestly, you could Radiant Spike me no matter what. There's a lot of things you could do to me that are all really nasty, but I also have 11 resistance. What's my status resistance? 9? You're actually just tough as hell.
Anon let's go anon or evanon dance anon a party anon a choose anon a cathal who.
It's Bear, thank you so much. I was tempted to go for Specio here, but I can't really turn down that opportunity. Dude, thank you so much for 40 months. Unreal. Big numbers. What is my big monster? My big monster is just Crucible. So this is my Giant King. And he hasn't really figured out himself yet. If I'm going to be honest, we're still trying to figure out quite what he does. This is a fleshling. It is going to go boom. Unless I kill it, which looks probably like it is very difficult to do. But by Jove, I'm going to try. You can move forward, and now I can drop the big hammer and actually kill that hero. So we got that going for us. You can come over here. Let's wait a moment on you, because these iron golems can move up and miss every one of their shots. You got shots on anybody here? Nope. Okay, we're at least like sapping some morale over there. 25%. I guess let's move up and take this 50. This little fleshling ball. Oh no, he's gonna come right in there and just go boom. Yeah, I really set him up a perfect fleshling. And I cannot really kill it. That's just a zombie. Popping a heal is not going to do much. You can't heal. All right, let's just save the mana, I guess. Yeah, he dies. So a couple champions down in this fight, no matter how we want to slice it. That was a good graze. That's good. Wow. I gotta check that stat for damage, because he looked like he hit for a lot. Okay, that's good. This is all fine. That fleshling actually does not go boom. Computer bad at AI. How much damage do you do, homie? Whoa! 32 damage. Oh, you are a legend. Okay. Well, Champion Metal Arcanist. Unit gets an extra 10% damage. So a champion, he gets 10% damage, and then at legend, he gets 10% damage. So he's got an extra 20% damage on him right now. Oh, plus he's empowered, giving him 40%. All right, and he's strengthened times 4. So he's 40, 80. He's literally doing double damage right now. He has a full 100% extra damage. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, you whiffed that pretty bad. I'm gonna get rid of that fleshling. Well, I was hoping to get rid of you, but I think I'm just going to have to go Wind Strike. Shoot him with some arrows. Good punch. Let the iron golems make their way up. Try to get rid of some of these necros. What do you got for me, Johnny? Let's hex him. Kill him. He's actually broken. So I tell you what, Henbit, you're gonna go for Specio. You're gonna fumble. You're gonna kill him. You're gonna go with the wind strike on him to kill him. You're gonna teleport up here and then drop that zombie. You can do a long range discern weakness. He can't move. He can't move. He's running. So there's no point in spending anything here. Yeah, we're golden. Stunned. The one good thing about Specio is that he is extremely vulnerable if you do get into range. No, we're going to finish this off. Because I don't want anyone to live. A charger, a dragon, and a raider. You know, that's actually not too bad. We get a tier 4 piercing mantle, very good, and tier 4 healthy armor, also extremely good. Honestly, I think I'm going to give you that piercing mantle. You know who actually should have that is you. Because all you do is apply status resistances. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll give you healthy armor instead. You also get a level up, so we're going to take this disenchanting thing, which is a bit crazy because I also just had wildfire unlocked, but rules are rules. Helm of Fortune would give you Star Blades, which is good. Ten and 2. You have a hardy plate. Yeah, all right. We're going to give you the hardy cloak. And we're getting there. We're getting there. Almost an entire year of agent for 40 months. I think your math might be off. As opposed to the unhealthy armor, which contains asbestos. It's not so good for you. The unhealthy armor, which just makes you sneeze a lot. We're going to grab Grace on Henbit the Conqueror. Elemental Slayer and Searing Strikes. Marked and Construct Slayer. +1 retaliation attack. This one does Blight, Frost, Physical, and Fire. You do Physical and Fire. I like +1 retaliation attacks. I can't lie about that. But I also feel like this is not going to be particularly good against Specio's homies. The new. Oh, actually, Umbral Demon doesn't have... It just has negative fire protection. Weirdly enough, he also has not built a Gloom Shrine over here, which would have given him a ton of protection in this fight. We got a free support character out of this, which I guess we'll just add to the squad. You guys get to hit them. Now, the real question is, can I go for that School of Mastery right now? Units produced in the city start with +1 starting rank. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to have that. You have 2 archers and 2 support guys? Yeah, that's not correct. Yeah, you know what? The turn to heal. What have I done here? You have 2 charges, Lieutenant, that guy, that guy. Oh, I accidentally grabbed that support unit is what happened. You're going to move back. Bit of jerking around there, but that's okay. My boat's going to move up here. It is almost in range. One more turn and we can unpack that city. You guys are just going to heal for around here. Let's grab another iron golem. We captured Yorin the Gruff and Iron Bliss the Inspiring. Goblin Overseer. Humble Disciple. Empires with vassals. Improve relationship by 100. You've started a war with somebody else. I would love to settle that grievance. I still can't do it. Mostly, I just want to make sure that, like, if that guy declares war on me, it is unjustified, and he takes a bunch of penalties for it. That's really what I'm going for there. If I have a rune steel here, that School of Mastery would also benefit from a rune steel. So, we're going to queue up one of them so we can keep burning the land. Burn it on down. Spooky ghost. All right, well, I was going to go up there and burn that down, but the kind Countess of Effenraz befares before you with a gaunt face. A dark era has befallen my people. They're famished and harvest fails. Our storehouses lie empty. Don't you guys all eat blood? Would you share prosperity with me? Growth is blocked for a turn, but I get 200 gold. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure as hell ain't gonna do it for free, buckaroo. We're gonna grab this Lost Soul quest. A ghost strolls along speaking to a figure that's not there. He turns with fear across his face, and you hear the ghostly thunder of galloping hooves, and then shunk! His head is severed, flying from his shoulder. An unseen force snatches it from the ground and vanishes into the distant. The head of the ghost flies away, carried by an unknown entity. Track where it leads and face the beheader. Oh! I thought these ghost quests were always, I thought these ghost quests were always crafting quests. This is incredible. A beheaded Black Knight. He's got a life drinker. Demonic shield, stalwart band, hardy helmet. Mail of the Razorback is also really good. This gives you quill hide, but more importantly, gives you charge resistance. He's got lots of good gear. He's also got 2 Rose Knights, which rule. But look, the first things first, I have to blow up this School of Mastery. $650. Just gonna wait here. We're not in that big of a rush. We just picked up bronze golems, which is great. Let's grab linked mines. Give us that hyper awareness. Let's meet Lavish Sithrindel, who is an underground vassal city. Okay. And we did pick up this cool blood mage. I'm gonna boost this workers guild. You know what else I'm gonna do while I have the money and before I forget is settle this grievance. Respectful. Negotiate. Defensive pact. Let's go. Province claiming pact. Let's go. We just game changed. We just like Omega game changed. I can't tell you how good that is for us. I could, but I'm not gonna. It's gonna be my little secret. Let's build the state hall so we can keep growing over here. A signature skill is available on Handbit. Do, 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 do. You are a paladin. I don't really think that you need crit chance. Meteor strikes can be good. But debilitating aura would also potentially be good. And your army getting extra crit is extra good. Now, also, we picked up the thing that lets us start breaking stuff down, so we gonna start our disenchanting spree here, dudes. Basically, anything that's tier 1, straight out the window. And then, honestly, I think anything that's tier 2, also straight out the window. I have $100 reduce, which does mean I can build a big two-handed weapon. You have a cool horse. So I feel like... Well, you're my battle saint, actually. So you're good with a sword and shield. But you're a death knight. Let's get you a sick, like, slayer sword, I think. He's also on the other side of the map where he's not really fighting anything at the moment, but what am I looking at here? Two-handed swords. I could get him the Flaming Great Club, or I could get him the Slayer Sword. %20 damage per hex traveled, or +5 fire damage per hex traveled. Up to 3 hexes. 60% of 21 is going to be like 12 to 13 damage. That's going to be 15 damage. I don't have just fire damage unlocked, but I do have radiant. And honestly, if we're fighting Specio, which this guy is not, but you could get 30% crit chance, which is also really good on you. Animal Slayer, Fiend Slayer, Bleeding, Condemned, Distracted, Murked, Poisoned. Or you could 60% taunt anything that you hit. Or I could just give you 20% Retaliator, which is pretty nice. This does 30 damage right now. My Flaming Great Club sounds like a fun place to be at night. That's drip. Got some drip. We might not be so different after all, says the eye-covered abomination from the abyss. We're going to call this the Fiend Flayer. And you know what? I actually am going to give it Fiend Slayer then. Just because I don't really care about that. And technically Umbral Fiends count as Fiends. No, they don't. They count as demons. This is a really bad thing for fighting Fiends. Then the Fiend Flayer it is. You guys are vibing, right? All these armies are maxed. Yep. We're going to put a Rune Steel there. We got to wait until that Spelljammer's gone to do it, though. Blessed Dragons, Dire Beers. I don't want those. We have cool camels. I picked up a pack of loyalty here with Strongwall. I'm actually beating this guy out. I am going to make sure that we guarantee it, though. And boost it that little extra bit. Just because you never know who's going to get some shenanigans. And we are unpacking over here. We have lots of Imperium to grow, and we have a province claiming pact, so we should be good to go. Yes, it's a lot of Imperium that we're spending. I am going to take that one just because I want that that special gold. We'll boost the workshop there. We do need an extra character. It should be... We'll make it a raider. $606, $900. Let's wait for the full party. And now I have to ask this guy for Ravaged Rampart as well. 307 gold. He will give us that wonder. Oh, that's still blocked by Spelljammer even if I am here. Interesting. Well, I can grab it next turn. You can kill this Headless Horseman. No problemo. The dead cavalry lies defeated, yet the ghosts find no rest. The soul of the knights and horses rise from their remains, compelled by an imperative force. They spur their steed and gallop away, only the beheaded knight resists the urge. For an instant, it turns towards you, and for that brief moment, you feel its desperation, as if it's no longer commanded... As if it no longer commands his own actions. Your troops have freed this land from the menace, but a trail of ghostly hoofprints leads its way to an uncertain location. Well, obviously, let's track his apparitions. To a haunted graveyard. The report from your scouts is brief. It ends in a grim graveyard. A message is hastily written with a shaky hand. I think I hear chanting within the graveyard. My mount refuses to approach the area any further, but through the gates I glimpse a group surrounded by a large statue of knights on his steed. Tombs here are empty. Please beware. Well, I guess we'll go do this quest. I suppose. I'm going to leave that open to be destroyed. I guess, actually, as long as I leave a unit here, he technically can't rebuild that. Whether or not that's a good idea, hard to say. We have room for another hero. We do get this guy for free. We saved him from something. He is a warrior with a big halberd. More importantly, he's free. I mean, I can add him to this army right away. Resetting his skills. Now, I don't want you to be a charger. But I do think I want you to be on the defense, probably. One defense for 10% extra damage. Honestly, if you're a halberd, 10% extra damage is better for you. I want you to get that cleave strike. We're we're just gonna go right down that tree. I am gonna let you take Still as Stone as well, just because you are a halberd. And then we will try to get you some more troops that you need here, like a Strider. And what else? You have a shield. You have a pike. You need another front line, probably a champion. Not a bad army. Specio has returned. What? How did this get vassalized by another city? No, nobody else. That guy entered Pact of Loyalty and then got an event that immediately gave him a full level of vassalization. That's some old bull poopy. I have enough to steal this right now. And steal it I shall. Because it also gives me all of this stuff. I have 4 guys in a prison. But I think we'll go with the Wizard Tower first. All right. She's a bit of a mess. We'll drop another rune steel over there. I guess I should also probably drop... Oh, I already have the rune steel over here. I do got to deal with this infestation. 1,000 points. He says, easier said than done. We'll just keep focusing on this. Focus crystals acquired. Fireforge stone acquired. We have vassalized Nolmok. We're also really close to getting Rings of Binding now. You know what's really funny? That gave us Fireforge, which would have allowed this to just be fire damage, not spirit. My impatience strikes again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what? I'll take that free Arcane Institute, and then I'll take that boosted armory next. These 3 kings are going to go up here. Deal with that haunted graveyard next. Do I have teleporters unlocked? 200 Imperium. I guess that's going to be the next goal. You guys are going to fight these dudes. The Raider I'm willing to lose here. The tier 3 guy I'm not, because I can't make him at this city right now. Your Flaming Great Club was ready and I did not equip it. I'm gonna get hit with a lot of charges. We'll give you momentum. Charge him, cancel his retaliation, and then we can melee strike him for a knockback combo. which, you know, ain't necessarily all that good a thing. Let's discern weakness on these guys. I should have moved forward first. Dispel, you're electrified. You'll just teleport here so you can get these 50% shots. Immolation doesn't do a lot, but better than nothing. Youch. Oh yeah, big youches. Big youchies. Pick that heal. Our homie is certainly first. That's got to go. Pick up the second win for the heal because that will let you rebuild it again. And then unfortunately I'm going to have to attack him because he's really the only shot I have. Little slip away action. That's okay. He burns. That's good. I'll just take the 3 shots there. You can second wind again and then actually just kill... Well, you could kill either of these guys. Can you kill him? You could. So let's go... There. There. And then... Flank. No problem. Twat, twat, twat. Yeah, righty. Yeah, righty. So 1 raider. That's no bigs. We get a helmet. Does anybody not have a helmet? No, so we'll just break that down. But we also get this iron now too, so... I think let's go straight for the council deck. I have another rune steel ready. Call to war. Major war justification. The Ember are the ones who stole Strongwall from me. I see no reason not to take that. Sure, it puts me at war with them, but... that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, if you're a lava rune steel... You're a lava rune steel. Can I put one in a mountain? No, but I could put one over here, which would lava the mountains. It wouldn't get these 2 spots. So I'm going to have to put one there instead. It's just too satisfying, you know? How am I meant to not turn everything to molten lava? It looks so good. There's an angel down here guarding a gold mine. Blightfall conjunction is active in combat. Each turn a random unit takes 15 blight damage and becomes disease. Well, that sucks. You're gonna beat up this haunted graveyard, which gets us a tier 3 demonic shield and the death beetle mount. Terrifying aura. Also, we get a slowing smasher and some knowledge. The dead have returned to their graves. The cemetery lies in peace. Beside the statue of the night lies several severed heads and scattered bones encircled by runes painted in blood. The necromancers use these remains to summon the cavalry and bind them to their will. One head radiates a daunting energy, an aura you recognize from the beheaded knight. He is aura maxing and necromogging. The head of the headless horseman lies in your hands. Will this be the end of his duty? You gain the hero item, Head of the Headless Horseman. Summon Rose Knight. Terrifying aura. Yeah. I believe that is what we call a doy. Well, I want to put that on you, seeing as you have debilitating aura and intimidating aura. And this would also give you terrifying aura. So one might say that this guy is in fact aura maxing. And now he can summon a headless horseman, which is also pretty badass. We gonna have to get him a sword. You are gonna take this, which is the right choice. So, what can we break down? Flame heart. Oops. Slowing smasher. Helmet. You have a shielding defender, which gives you warded. That would give you terrifying aura, but the headless horseman already does that, and that's not going to stack. You have a pike. Actually, you have a halberd, which is a bit different. I don't know, man. I like the look of this. I do think you need maybe a slightly different costume, though. Because, like, you're not wearing any cool helmet yet. Obviously, cowboy hat looks sick on you, but it's not really pikeman material. Well, the horns really do not work with the fractured headpiece. Is this the chat of the cool nomad conquerors? Oh, you better believe it. You best be believing it. We could give her this ridiculous, really big hat. Obviously, I just want to make everybody get the pirate hat. So I think that's what we're going to do here. I think that might be what we're doing here. What piece were you wearing? That one? That one. Give her some drip upgrades. And then she currently, I think, has this cloak. Yeah. fur is definitely not correct. Oh, you could wear the coat. The coat is my favorite cloak. But this also looks pretty good on you. This has got a little clipping. I don't think it's right. I'm going to give you this one. There's something about this Vampire Hunter outfit that looks really nice here. I think it's a vibe. She looks better this way. Playing an online campaign? No, we're just playing single player. You can play online as well, yeah. It do work. Okay, this guy does not have any movement. So if I'm going to move the others, let's just move them right there so they're in range. And realistically, you guys just need a teleporter. You're not going to walk all the way over there. So... what kind of spells are we rocking? Materium and Chaos. We're going to mostly be Chaos from here on out. So I feel like a Chaos Bolstering Matrix isn't absurd. Ooh. Are you telling me I could recruit the Beheaded Black Knight as a character? Horror of Tyranny, Berserker Rage, Sneaky, Sunlight Weakness. I guess you're a vampire. Can you resurrect a character that's not already yours? No, you're doing that, and that. So yeah, maybe like here is the next spot for me. Rulers denounced. There is a pirate cove that is attacking me. These guys unfortunately are just going to be vibing. There's the Spelljammer. It is pretty damn far away. These guys also have a lot of really good abilities cast on their capital, but it looks like basically their whole army is dead. So I might just be able to roll right in. You lost a raider. So we'll have you doing some recruitment. You're joking me here, right? I'm gonna try looking at something here. If we roll back a turn, he absorbed that Golden Wonder into his territory. I had this thought in my mind, which was like, should I sell a bunch of stuff and do whatever I can to purchase that? And he actually did it more than one turn ago, so probably not. I didn't think he was going to absorb it so quickly. 2 turns ago he did this. I didn't realize I could sell those items for so much money. I think I'm going to have to do this because otherwise this is going to be a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. This is the other half of it, is I just sit my army here and he can't take this. I'm going to auto this fight now. Sorry, that's a bit annoying, but I really think that the alternative is a lot more annoying. Like a lot more annoying. No, we didn't kill them yet either. What does this fight look like? Okay. So I'm actually just going to park a scout on it for now. You built an Arcane Institute, and then we went for an Armory, and then the Chaos Bolstering Matrix after that. Focus Crystals, that you got to summon Lava Steel, which we said put here. And then we'll do another one. We answer this call to war. You get vassalage. You're full vassalage, so I can actually withdraw that Whispering Stone. Boost Allegiance there and try to take that. And then forget to move those guys. Imagine holding off your party for 5 minutes because you have to circle through heads of the 4th hero 20 times. There's the Blightfall conjunction as well. Now that's unfortunate. It is fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, I would actually argue. I didn't get the shield. Instead, I got the Razorback Quill. Debilitating, intimidating, terrifying. Always end in defensive mode. Charge resistance. Actually, that works pretty damn well for you. You're going to take the Piercing Mantle. You have an enchanted plate that gives you bolstering regeneration. Ooh, wow. We do need to fix your outfit, though. Which I think we said that, and that. I guess that's the good news, is that most of those turns was playing dress up, so not really that much time lost. I will take this tier 3 loss if I lose it. I don't. We just autoed significantly better this time around. You don't have Palisade Walls. I'm just going to rush those and then build a Town Council deck. I'm also then going to give you that Fiend Flare. You got the Armory. Unfortunately, I actually ran out of money here. Let's build Catapult Towers. Pirate Cove is invading, and I guess this is where I want the next one to go. I could also drop one down here. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah, actually, if I put one right there, it also adjusts. So we'll grab that bolstering matrix. You guys just got hit with something. Phantasmal Ritual. You got a Pact of Cooperation. Let's boost that again, just to keep us ahead. I need 200 to get teleporters. You guys are healing over here. I also need to boost this to absorb that Ravaged Rampike. Welcome to the team. Sorry about sealing your head and damning you to an eternity of servitude, right? Bought the game, was looking for some people to play multiplayer with. You can always join our Discord server, because there are a lot of Age of Wonders players on it. Though there are a handful of different multiplayer groups, so there are, like, even in other communities, there's a bunch of other communities around that do exclusively multiplayer stuff. Specio has killed my scout. You know what? I'll let it go. Shadow Tomes to resurrect, something that unlocks the soul economy. Yeah, okay. I had a funny feeling that was the case. Should you guys just try to kill that Astra? Maybe. Maybe. Teleporter. I guess let's just put it there. You know, you can never have enough money, so we might as well build a mint. You guys also need a teleporter. One, two, 3. Probably put it there. I'm gonna let these guys heal up for a round, just so they're in their best shape possible. Oh, an accursed shrine. That's actually a pretty good choice for you, given the fact that I am ruining all your territory. We've unlocked linked mines. I think let's get artisan fortifications. Then we'll start casting linked mines as well. You guys have got your upgraded tier, so you can start making tier 2 stuff now. You don't really need those tier 2 units, but... well, she's something to think about. 216 to increase population. Yikes. Differential improvements and 2,000 gold. We got a new rally. Another ruler was denounced. I don't suppose you're ready for an alliance yet. No, but 4 turns. I could give him other packs, but I just don't really need them. At least not yet. Tried to join the Discord. That link is expired. That's no good. How is that link expired? The amount of times I have fixed that link. And set it to be like, you are never allowed to expire under any circumstances ever. If not, try that one. And it might work a little bit better. That one should work, certainly. What do we got? We've got Tyrant Knights, Immortals, Deathstalkers, and 2 heroes. All I'm really trying to do here is not lose my homeboys. Guess you're on fire. Can you purge that? Meow, 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 meow. Do, 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 do. Even with the +1, you're not really getting there. What was that? Hex. Okay. Now they're really baited in by that fire sword. I am going to summon a Rose Knight. This is my Headless Horseman. Blood Rose Drain. Enemy units in a 2 hex radius sustain extra damage per stack of bleeding, and for each bleeding unit hit, it deals 10 temp HP. You can also raise Thorned Skeletons. You are just a summon though, so I'm going to actually use you for bait. Chuck a fireball there. Hit my own guys. I mostly just need to hold the line. No need to do nothing fancy here. Wow, I am really shooting my own units a lot. Just 5. Are you just a spellcaster? Yeah. So I probably should have charged you. For whatever reason, I assumed that they were, well, not a spellcaster. Dead. Dead. Wow, these guys are pretty stubborn. gonna condemn that guy. And then just start wailing on him. You really can't do much here. Pick those hundreds. Have you move over there. We might as well cast an immolation. And that's it. Yeah, it worked. Yeah. Cool. The chatbot link worked as well. You know, man, some days Discord just wants to be difficult. Oh, look at that guy using sprinting. Close the gap. What a sneak. What a sneaky little snake. Dude, I love these champions with the, like, close range attack that they get as well. It's so tasty. Bap, bap, bap. You're gonna charge it. You're gonna charge it. And then you can just finish them off. It's just like a random group of pirates who attacked us. All right, teleporter in ruins, an orb of elemental slaying, and a radiant orb. Now, we don't really have any wizards. You're actually a wizard. Seeing as who I'm fighting, I'm going to give you the radiant orb. And I guess you're going to ride a Pegasus now. Hello? Can you not? All right. Disables mount? No. Ah. I guess that's why. Lightfall Conjunction. Throne of Insidious Whispers. 90% chance of suffering insanity for 3 turns at the start of battle. A Warbound and Spelljammed. Now, they are very wounded. That being said, I imagine this is still a brutal fight. My hero is insane. All right. I would like to purge that immediately. Which thankfully we can do. You get so many summons. All right, you're going to go here. You're going to go here. Actually, hold on. You're going to go here, 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 and here. I mean, I can hit 3 heroes with that fireball, so as far as I'm concerned, that's a pretty good choice. Y'all are gonna go like here, 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 heal. See what comes. Now they're going to drop a ton of heals. That guy does a massive AoE for 40. And another 35. Oh my god. Disgusting. And then I get hit with a Blightfall conjunction. Okay. Well, now you can go up here. That homie is still stun locked. Boom, 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 boom. They're gonna double boom. Nice. Actually, if they're gonna double boom, why don't we put you there with resistance? Get some bread for wars, aka war breads. And just do some more fire damage. Can't wait till we start getting some better fire spells. Necrotized on my hero. Yep. We'll want to purge that. I heard they double die. Boy, I hope so. I would love to hit them with a fireball right now. But they're being all the stubborn. My fireball is up in like 3 turns. Wow, that's so many. We're going to summon a sword. Probably a dumb idea. We're going to summon a Rose Knight. I mean, the thing is here, like, I have all the choke points. That being said, you're a summon. Crazed. I didn't want to move and attack that because I wasn't going to kill it. It's just going to explode anyway. And if I moved in, then I'd be setting up for like a 3-point explosion on those fleshlings. So to me, it was just about a bit of the math. I'm trying to get in here and do some damage on Specio because he's not overly strong. So a few shots could actually kill him. If we could land a single shot. That's burning. So if anything is going to do it, it'd be that. Those are 25s, or I could move and take 65s. I guess let's move and take a 65. So their hero is dead. They can no longer cast spells. I guess everybody is moving up. Let's debuff those chargers. Bring up these champions. Ooh, actually, if you go there, 55, try to get a kill. Nice, that's another hero down. I'm gonna go for that guy because he's tier 3. We definitely have some unnecessary risks here, but that's nice. All going for that flaming sword. Okay, all 3 heroes went for the flaming sword. Yeah, this was my worry, is I did open up a bunch of my support guys here, but we can also teleport dudes back. Let's remember that. Okay. There's a boom. There's a boom. What is this? Bone wyverns have razor thorns. Do they always have razor thorns, or do you just have razor thorns because there's a Rose Knight in combat? Cursed Rose command. While this unit is in combat, all friendly undead units have razor thorns. Okay. That's an insanely good item if that's the case. You might as well cast this, because it'll kill him anyway. These are honor blades. I'd rather go for that charger. What do you have, big guy? These guys explode, right? Yeah. No, I don't love that. Chaplain and a vow keeper. Guess we'll just go for you. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think I can get this champion out. Oh, wait. You sprint. I most absolutely can get you out. Now I can explode that bug. And then I can teleport where that bug once was. Oh, I'm just realizing I'm not actually hitting this guy up there. I can then also condemn... Let's condemn you. Oh, you're not doing a lot of damage. I think that guy's probably dead. Unless... Yoink! I pull him back, remove disease, electrified, weakened, poisoned. Wow, that is such a good ability. I am in love with it. And then I can go over here and I can pull this guy out, do the exact same thing. Disease, bleeding, everything else. I'm going to give you momentum so you do extra damage. And then I'm just going to hit this dude. Here, then I'm going to hit him again. That Honor Blade is tough. You can kill that spellcaster. You guys feel like you have a lot of shenanigans going on over here. Let's have the archer attack. Then this lieutenant can move up. This champion can move up. This champion can move up. This spellcaster can move up. That guy is scared. So we can put a spooky ghost on top of him. And this bone wyvern is a summon, so you can just move up. Shield wall. Ooh. Man, those weren't even flanks. Oh, my archer. That is flank. Oh, dang. All right, well, it's not the end of the world, but I am sad about it. Kill the two of them. You're going to fervor. And then just start wailing on that hero. Kill him. Crushing Anguish. Look at the flank on him. He's probably going to die. He's got like disease, blood parasite, poison. It's not looking super great. I'd rather these champions get in here first. Is there any chance they can? No. All right. Interesting that it gave me the option to use that. Target friendly corpses revived with 60% of his HP. These are all friendly corpses. Warbound, Sealbearer, Splitterling, Warhound, most of those. Oh. So when I tried to use that the other day, it just didn't work properly. Well, let's raise this Honor Blade. Who can apparently kill him very easily. Charge on in with you. Charge on in with you. Shoot him with a bow. Pretty much everyone here is morale broken at this point, so. Ooh. Can I save him? No. It don't look like it. Unless you don't have pull. You do. I was going to do some real shenanigans just then, but I don't think I can actually do it. I was going to try to pull this guy, put him there because that was all clogged, and then have him pull, but he actually doesn't have a pull available. I can pull this archer, though. and then have this archer teleport a little bit closer. And then try and fail to get a kill. It's okay. Everybody's fleeing. You are dead. You did not die, so I'm actually going to accept this, because otherwise that character will die from poison. All right, so only one guy escapes. We get a Cloak of Fortune. We get a Blinding Dragon's Bane, Blind, Marked, and Dragon Slayer, as well as a Staff of Astral Blessing. With Parasite? Ooh, buddy, you got some good loot. So you move up to a tier 4 sword. Congratulations. And you actually are going to move back over to this staff, which I think is more fitting for you. You have the Mail of the Razorback. We do have some pretty good armor here. Hardy Cloak. Cloak of Fortune. You already have a Helm of Fortune. That's bolstering regen. 15 HP, 1 defense. I think I'd rather the 2 defense, honestly. And you have 3 defense, 10 HP. Choose the big jugs and star blades. All right, so that means we could probably start gobbling up some of those items. I think so, yeah. Though this hardy plate I will probably keep. And I'll keep that for now in case we end up with a mage. So we got a free Inferno puppy, which will fill the role of who we lost. Do we just keep gobbling? I assume we heal more in neutral territory, yeah. Though I could boost that. I feel like you're the more important one right now. Pick up that Ravaged Rampike. This guy made a kiln. We'll put a Apex Wizard Tower in here. A lot of level ups. My Death Knight now gets Resurgence, as well as you're gonna go with Meteor Strikes, so you hit for a lot of damage. You got a Pact of Loyalty and you're on your way to Vassalage in 12 turns. Whenever a friendly servant dies, this unit gets Grace, or summoned units get Decaying Dissolution. Adjacent enemy units suffer blight damage and decaying. Claim Soul. I don't know that I want to give you all that blight damage, because it's not really the way I felt like you were designed. I think I'm going to take you for Siphon Blessing instead. The weird rabbit that you are. You're going to get always end your turn in defensive mode. So now you have defensive mode and charge resistance, which is killer. I should probably replace the Shielding Defender with a shield that does a, like, when you enter defensive mode, get crazy bonuses. So let's see what we have available in that department. Greater Blight Shield. TBH, the answer is we don't really have anything. Mirror Veil would be nice. Reflect 30% of non-physical damage back. You already have Inner Grace. You actually can't get shields that do those effects. Huh. Like Shield Wall. Okay. Well, then I tell you what, I probably should build a new obelisk. Because you are the most behind in terms of gear. And you are my giant. We can make a pure fire obelisk. I feel like you already do burning damage. Stunned on a big AoE is pretty good. Stunned and distracted is killer. Gain a stack of strengthened. Technically, you are a single shot attack. This just makes all your spells do more damage, so you know what? I'm okay with that. Distracted and stunned in a big AoE. This is called like the what do you call it? Like a layup? Like when you do volleyball, when you set the next person up to do a ton of damage. But it's also like what starts the fire. So I could call it like the tinderbox. Debilitating pulverizer. Oblix Menhir. Tinderstone. I'm trying to think of the name of those. You light fires with them. They're like pieces of metal. And I want to just say like fire starter. I love the moment when I do volleyball and the other player takes fire damage. Flint, yeah. Tinderstone, Flintstone. Flintstone is too on the nose. But it is also pretty good. Big rock. Let's call it the Flintstone. It is very fitting. These guys are healed up to 1,000. Which is definitely not the 22 I need to take out that. Nor is it the 14, 15 I need for this. This is a dragon, so this is also like... I need some heavy hitters. Where go you? I don't know. I guess just stay there for now. Raising cities takes -2 less turns. Raising cities yields 50 gold per population. Baylor with summon from slaughter. What else did I get here? Order. Pacification. Oh yeah, because I guess we have the book of golems. Wow, that was a lot of characters we just captured in that fight. Okay. Day 78 dawns. The aftermath is done. We can learn the Call of Blightfall. Random enemy takes 50 damage, becomes disease. I mean, sure, why not? I'm evil. You made an Apex Tower, which allows you to build a Chaos Amplifier lens. So let's do that. We're making a lot of money right now. Our beefy engineer. Oh, this is our halberd warrior. Dream Weekend and Remorse. I think I'm going to go War Seeker on you, even though it's not really... Doesn't really feel right. And honestly, I'm in a position where I think I could just start sieging this city. I'm not healed. Why am I taking damage? Umbral Malady. Huh. Stone walls. Beacon of Valor, catapult, arcane amplifiers. Maybe tower bombardment. We don't really have any good siege projects here. Ah, this is also Umbral. Oh, he does have an altar of marching gloom. It's just way over here. If I got rid of that Spelljammer, I could start lava stoning. Alternatively, I could set up that teleporter. And if you come through here, and now I have enough to take on that fractured infestation. Not being fully healed for this is not ideal. Yuck. Stop making new heroes. Please. Libby, hello. Hot potato. That would have been a pretty good one. You're right. We have a signature skill available for my halberd. I don't know that you're really the crit person. You do have 15% crit chance, though. That would give you 25% crit chance. And I guess I could crit you. All right, we'll crit you out. So hard not to. They summoned a roaming army, so we do have to deal with that first. Let's grab Chimes of Momentum. God, you're making a lot of those accursed tricksters. You got a Chaos Amplifier lens. I guess a channeling chamber would be smart. And we gotta see if we can kick in this door. 3 turns of siege. I might be able to rotate a little bit and let this guy heal. Technically, if you were to stand here, you're still sieging, but you're no longer in Umbral Malady. Though you're also out of range of these guys. Now you're all in range of each other. Okay, that works best. I'll take Vision Range and True Sight on this city next. Building that Workers Guild has got us so much production here. This city is just like blowing up real fast. You can equip the Flintstone. And then we can cast Linked Mines. So all of our guys get hyper awareness when standing next to each other. Or constructs. That guy went out to sea. He's still included in that fight? Alright. You better wait one more turn then. Act of cooperation with Gem Keep. I think I might be the only one doing that. With Dalmbane, we're also going for... I'm going to boost this one just to make sure we get that for sure. If I grab both of them, at least we have both those underwater cities, I was about to say. Homie here is ready for another upgrade, so let's go full alliance. That right there is the game changer. So he is going to protect the hot pot now. And the hot pot is going to be what wins us this game. There ain't no dude about it. Boop, boop, boo. How is that burning? There's a lava steel here. Within 2 province radius? Oh, man. I've been building way too many of these guys. But, you know what? Our territory looks sick, so... I'll allow it. I thought it was only within 1 radius. Fool of a toque I am. This, I think, all counts as mountains. You know, let's just slap one up here if that's the case. If we're gonna burn a whole continent, we might as well burn a whole continent, you know? Alright, we're not currently making anything, so who needs items? You got a tier 4 staff. You have a tier 2 halberd, so could be you. You're tier 4, you're tier 4, you're tier 4. Halberd it is. Two-handed. Oh, this is craftable. That's funny. You can't start with this item, but it is a craftable bardiche. Removes retaliation. So it counts as like a two-handed axe. Pike glaive. First strike, charge resistance, cavalry, and giant slayer. You guys all count as halberds? No, you're spears. I mean, I feel like this is the halberd that really fits our vibe. Leap. I love leap. Obviously, 60% retaliator on a halberd is very good. Extra retaliation would also be very good. I don't have enough haste berries for it, though. I have 0 haste berries, in fact. So we're going to call this the... My mind is going like the leapfrog, but we're not frogs. We're monsters. We're fiends, and this is being equipped on a big demonic orc. Who definitely needs something that's like ends her turn in retaliation mode. Defensive mode. Because this gives her charge resistance. So if we could get ends her turn in retaliation mode, she'd be very clutch. We might have to get like a retrainer. The leaky stick. As the game's going well. We're going well. We've managed to do a assault here today that worked a lot better than I thought it would. Flamebringer? No. We could call it like the, I don't know, the backdraft or like the they call them when your fire spits out little pieces of ash that's like flaming hot. We call those flankers, which is very ironic. Max college nickname. How about the flaming flanker? Because literally that's just going to cause that character to dive into the back lines with leap and then go from there. 16 and 6. You're 8. Let's move you up here. So I just realized I had left you there so that you stopped all that stuff from being rebuilt. But at the same time, I guess that's not really important to us. I could boost and take any number of these spots. I really like taking spots because you get all this production and draft and everything else, so. You know, it's just so many bonuses. I could do things like make champions for free. Which, I guess, who have I lost? You have an Inferno puppy. I don't really have any iron golems, and honestly, they'd kind of be nice. So I'm going to make 2 iron golems. Oh, when heck, we might as well queue up another lava rune steel. I need... Bounty failed to capture province. I thought our bounty was to take that fractured infestation. Chimes of Momentum is unlocked, and we get the Tome of the Warlord, giving us access to the Warforged. This one's very nice, because of course, magic material. We absorb magic materials in here. Per available ore type magic material. Oh, interesting. We're going to get this one right away.
Much has changed since I first wrote of warlords during the Third Age.
Enchanted units get +1 retaliation attack.
Formidable warriors and tacticians.
Summon war golem, summon warlord.
Steel clashes, training the very best in the gladiator pits. But today, there are those who stand above, those who employ them, and monstrous war golems to lay siege to entire empires. They have become the true sovereigns of war.
But we're still not allowed to get that cool golem unit with all the flaming swords around them. I want both this and this. I'm going to lock in the warlord. I'm going to take Relentless Might. Oh, the bounty was canceled. My outpost here is under siege by her as a hero. I cannot really do much about that. And this lady says, I'm a glory seeker. Personally slay a legendary rank unit in combat. Rank slayer. Would I rather be an instructor or a prospector? No, I think I'd rather you be a glory seeker. Especially considering your job is to jump into the back lines. It kind of seems like you are seeking glory. This Warforge, I mean, we might as well just put it right there. I do feel like I kind of want this Spelljammer now, too. Boy, do I ever have a lot of quarries. You know what? I don't need the Spelljammer. Bolt repeaters replace ballista towers. Don't the catapults replace ballista towers, though? Unlocks catapult towers. replaces ballista towers. I don't know what we get there anymore. There are going to be reinforcements. We're going to take on this fractured infestation. Kind of. I am mistaken. The Jumpmaster 5000. So, what I need to do is not cast spells. Difficult when I have things like a Blood Cultist. This guy has this insane 3-hex AoE attack. So, that Warhound is going to be a distraction. You're going to go like here. I really have to spread out for this. I'm gonna have you go here and here and... All right. Can you guys cast anything? You have jump. No. All right. 3 guys being hit with that is not the worst. Unfortunately, all those guys have sprint, which I did not realize. Wow, you are getting wailed on. Those dudes are riding elephants? Sick. If you take second wind... Ah, you don't have to use any movement to get in here. That would cancel your retaliation. Which means you can triple attack with a pole arm. He's got a tail strike me here. But if I do that, they all get protective wall. Shield defense, shielding helmet. Did protective wall not work? All of friendly adjacent units get +3 defense. Like you should have more than that. Clearly, right now, my intention is hit this guy with everything I got. This unit gains strength and regeneration when it applies disrupted and mana drain, or when it's hit by a magic attack. I'm going to pull him out. Basically just because I need him to flank something. Oh, he also does like explosive shots. He also flies, which I totally forgot. Oh man, yeah, he's really good to have with this club then. You're disrupted if you go that way. You're not disrupted if you go this way. Which could let him move down. That really did not do a lot of anything. You're a sand scorpion. You're a fractured scorpion. Those are raiders. Those are immortals. Those are bugs. Yeah, discern weakness doesn't do a lot for me here. I think just attack 3 times. So do you also have that mana starved? You do. Should I pull him out of there? I don't think I necessarily have to. You have 3 blood parasites and 3 burning. You also have 3 regeneration. So you're going to get 6 HP, then you're going to lose 12, and then you're going to lose another 12. I think you're going to have 1 HP left. Because I think these are also still reduced by defense and resistance. 34. I don't know which one these are actually affected by anymore. The cow status effects add up. I'm just going to hit you. That's a flank. I'm fine with it. These all suck, so just hit him. You've done your best. Don't cast any spells. Oh, that tail swipe did a lot. I'm going to lose that pikeman, I think. What happened here? Did you berserk? Did you get chased around? Live! Live, Halberdier! That removes retaliation. This does not. I feel like you definitely want to use Dagger of the Right here because you're probably going to die at the end of your turn no matter what you do. Let's start with this. Oh. Did not remove retaliation. Oh, they're all fractured. Of course, they have fracture transformation. So no matter who I shoot here, it sucks. Let's take a bold play. I gotta pull this archer, but I also definitely need to pull you. You only do 9 damage with Wind Strike. So I'm in a Storm Strike. Just to get rid of his retaliation. That's a fair bit of damage, but that's still more valuable. Ah, Cruddle Duddle. I can't reach you. I can if you go there, but I don't think you can cast that while in zone of control. Actually, it does not say that you can't. So I can. Okay, unfortunately, you're going to have to take this dagger of the right. Let you take your shots. Then this guy can Storm Strike. And you're not doing a lot of damage, so you might as well just kill him with a Hemorrhaging Bolt. It did give you a Blood Maggot. He dies at the end of the round, but that's fine. He has Resurgence. You're going to have to move. Now. You can't get a kill. You need one to trigger Slip Away. VM, hello. Welcome on in. Jokum, also, hi. Hi. 19 and 19. Both of those currently count as flanked, so all I need to do is turn and not eat that. I could fly around him, but it would trigger both their attacks. They both have defensive tactics. Okie dokie. If I cast anything, 20% chance of backfiring. Astral Fracture obstacles are present. They are draining and duplicate whenever a combat spell is cast. When you are hit by a magic attack. So I could still heal myself. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to heal you then. Does add a lot more disruptions, but all right, you're dead. He is gonna go after you. It removes your regeneration and your strengthened. You die even though you are a tank. Whoo, buddy. Your wind pull is not available. Should have moved you first. I don't know why I didn't do that just then. Real dumb. Now, you're bloated. If you die, it's good for me. Well, you added a blood parasite. I could get a kill here, but I have to get him out of the combat to do it. Which is easier said than done. Especially when I don't have any more pulls. I could also just shoot you with an arrow. You're also going to die here. Kill the dragon. Whoo-wee. Man, no wonder we stack wiped. I'll give you sprint. Okay, this guy can actually get away now. I'm going to do this because A, he will get some life back via... I'm not even really sure what. But he will get second wind now. All right, this Tyrant Knight is a real threat. Yeah. I want to shut down him. If I cast a spell, these are all going to keep expanding, which is not great for me, but I'm also just like, if I don't cast a spell, I'm in a whole lot of other problems. And like fire, for example, would do a lot to that guy because he's burning. These guys are all bleeding. This would heal you and also give you a bunch of strength. I think I have to do that. He is at least fighting a sand scorpion. Oh, that's cool! I never saw this before. When the sand scorpions go in defensive mode, they like tuck their tail in over their head and cover their face with their claws. They go like fully armadillo. That rules. Who can act this caster? These all they all get strengthened and all this shenanigans though if I hit any of them. Actually, you know who doesn't is that sand scorpion. You're not a fractured character. So we can just stack burning on you. So, yeah, you're gonna... Ow. Alright. Thankfully, we have a lot of mana, so we can bring him back. Let's start with that. Would you be better off sundering them? That's a good question. You can sunder and then attack. That would now get him a kill. Which should allow him to use second wind again. Though I ain't entirely certain it's going to work like that. I got to go for these big guys with the archers. I'll take the hit here and get the kill with him. At least we have lots of blood maggots thanks to our blood maggot guy. I could move down here, but passing through this unit, you become disrupted for 1 turn. Enhancements are temporarily disabled. So I could actually pull that archer back. Back up. But not if I cast Weave Momentum first. Get your swings in. I guess instead I'm going to recover him. Do that. It's chaotic, but I need to get kills right now, and those guys are big. Yeah, I lose those archers. You know what? This is fine, because these are my secondary armies, so I'm not, guys, worried about losing troops out of this. They're not really... I don't think anybody here really has much in the way of veterancy. Slip away. Murder him. So even if you trigger slip away, it does count for sprint, which is super nice of them to do. Blood maggot. Do your blood maggot things. We'll flank him. I'm going to pull you because I was hoping I could get momentum on this guy, but I guess we'll just wind strike. And unfortunately, we are going to just stack regen on him. Okay. Nope. 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 Actually, that's a blood maggot. That's fine. Ooh, lolly. At this point, I feel like I'd rather just kill somebody. Get you in here. Donk. All right, now we're starting to see everything come alive. These guys are all retreating. It's like, I don't know if that fire damage is worth it or if the regen is just going to overdo me anyway. Let's finish him off. Boom. Win the fight. Oh, that was a battle. Just kill somebody, you know? Sometimes I have the same thoughts at work. I mean, we lost less people. We did lose the cook, but we picked up the bloodlock forged by Vampire Elsa. 20% critical hit damage, 20% critical hit chance on a heavy mage lock. That's a good reason to make a ranger. Ranger. If ever there was one. I would really like to take what is mana here, but has not yet been absorbed. And I'm going to have to do a little that if I want to do that. Let's restore that node. $100 to restore a mana node. That's going to get us 10 turns of mana and then get us a permanent plus 10 mana after that. Pretty obvious deal. We can resurrect this character for 500. It's expensive, but we're going to do it. And then let's grab a lieutenant for now. And over here, let's grab her a champion. Why? Ah, this mountain has become gloomed. Is that still gloomed? No. So, if you go here, we can go here and here. All right, that's what we'll have to do. So I could do something like slap a rune steel there. But I think realistically, I'm just going to destroy this town in a moment. I can't put one there, can I? Target not valid. All the rest is blocked by spell jammers. Spell pajammers. I could put one here. There's a bit of overlap, but it's not a ton. I do like the idea of burning this entire continent right now. As totally unnecessary as it is. You're negotiating with Don Bane. I have vassalage in 4 turns. That is being pillaged. But that's fine. That is being attacked, but it's not really a big deal. Let's get our siege. We now have empowering momentum on everybody. Keep making rune steels. You've leveled up, so we're going to take Wildfire. You also can take I don't know that you want any of these spells. Reflects 20% of the damage sustained by melee attacks. Increased mana upkeep. I guess it's really just like criticals, and I think I'm just going to give you a damage rune. You're not going to take either of those. But we could ignore all status resistances. How does this work? Deals damage to a target enemy unit, inflicts 4 burning, and cascades to adjacent enemy units and repeats. It does 63 damage. That's a lot of damage. fire rune, 10% damage, fire damage, burning on weapons. I feel like everybody has a weapon right now. Yeah, let's upgrade this. Ignore all status resistances and 50% of all resist, or 10 resistance, 10 status resistance and all the other resistances. It's a pretty good combo. We'll give you Enchanted Greaves, make you a little tankier. You and you are coming in here. You guys are ready for that siege. So let's 4,000? What? Okay, one of my armies is not in here. Wow, the city is adding a lot of strength for them. Maddening Phantasm. Melee, Archer, Skirmisher, Archer. They got a lot of archers. They have no front line. They have like a single Accursed Blade and a single Spirit Hawk. They also have a Warbound. I mean, obviously an auto is not going to work here, but I'm just curious what it does. Actually does work, but it's not good enough. What the cats tell you to do? Want to tell people about it? They say you don't own a cat. Cats aren't real. Is that where we are? We're in the cats don't real phase? How did we do in insanity? I just noticed we have a lot of diseases. Oh, my lord is insane. Okay. Okay, thank God. All he did was kick. Okay. Remove insanity. Mass plague. Oh, Specio, you really are a hellscape. All right, here's the deal. We have to move in. We have to fight. These are the two most important parts of this right now. You can summon a Rose Knight. Do you want to summon a Rose Knight first? Or do you want to move in teleport first? Hey, Moni. I think I want to do that. It's kind of nuts, but it gets me in here right away. 2, 3. You teleport, can you still attack? You sure can. So that's one tower down. Let's make you not insane. Let's make you not insane. You guys are all diseased, so like shuck and jive. Oh yeah, you have Astral Blessing. You also have this nice curse, which I think I'll put on this level 8 hero. With the javelin. So I'm going to transfer life to you. I'll give you an Astral Blessing. You know what? This Inferno Puppy can be a sacrificial lamb. Or I guess a sacrificial puppy, as it were. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Joel, thank you so much, dude. 59 months. That's so much appreciated. I'm going to pull this guy just because he needs to heal. And then, I think that's the turn. We're going to get hurt a lot here. He pulled me? Wow, you almost killed this hero already. In fact, I guaranteed if they're not attacking him, they have a plan to kill him. There it is. It's the catapults. One archer down. The poison decay. Wow, I don't know how he is alive still. Okie dokie. Not close enough. We'll grant you defense. I'm gonna trigger the Ritual of Elements. You know what? They're all around him. I'm gonna cast Inexorable Cast. And then I can Fireball here. I did so much damage, I just like broke the game sound. That's hilarious. I literally broke the music. I did so much damage by destroying this entire wall. I can't say I've ever done that before. We got a new thing every day. I'm going to Storm Strike you. Oh, you don't say. When this unit drops to 50% lower HP, it creates a clone. Huh. Does anybody here have bad morale? No, in fact, they all have very good morale. That's so funny that the music is just like dead. Oh, my catapults! I almost forgot about you. Mmm, delicious. Beautiful catapults. You could definitely kill that. The question is can anybody else kill it instead? You have 7 HP, 8, 9. Realistically, you do 18 damage. You should be able to. You can. But at a 40 thief, it's not guaranteed, so... Alright. But we got it. What are you, Spirit Hawks? Arguably, this is not really where I want an archer, but I think I'm going to do that anyway. You're in a funny position where I either summon a Rose Knight or I charge with you. I'm actually going to summon the Rose Knight. That is range 1, so we're going to get here. We're going to raise that. And then I'm going to Blood Rose them. Thorn Skeleton Militia can go after this hero. Who now has, like, bad morale, I guess. But not really. First Strike Retaliation. Why do you have First Strike Retaliation? Counter stance. Well. Well, poop. If that's the case, I'm going to give you momentum. You're just going to take those shots. There we go. A new song has started. That Spirit Hawk is dead. Two heroes are dead there. That's going to do a wonder on their morale. Precisely what I was hoping for. So, if I move you in, you're very likely going to die here, but you never know. You 71% chance resisted that. Sick. And then instead of summoning this ghost immediately next to you so it could attack and kill you, it decided to summon it way the hell out here where it could do absolutely bupkis, nothing. And I said, what the hell am I doing drinking in LA? You're gonna have to take that shot. You're probably dead as an archer. Thankfully you crit hit that catapult. Go there to give him a bit more range. Iron Golem. You're just going to march up. Hey. What do we got? A lot of decay damage. One hero is alive again. We're going to stack a ton of Ghost Fire. And all sorts of other shenanigans. But they are mostly on fire, which is really nice. We do a lot of debuffs with this build. Yeah, that archer, I didn't have a lot of thought that they were going to live. Kerboom, kerboom. There go the flashlings. Okay. Grant defense. Triple kill blast evocation. That also got rid of whatever that summon was. Not entirely certain why, but... You have a flank on this guy, so you'll let you take that. 1, 2, 3 gives you momentum. Fumble. I'm looking at all these guys who have so much damage taken. Let's dispel 6 effects on you. This hero redies. Okay. You get up there for a nice flank. All right, all right, all right, all right. A lovely little flank there as well. Oh, we grazed it. Classic. You guys managed to teleport over this wall, but everybody else is having a problem. Let's fill him with arrows. I'm going to Rose Knight into that archer hero because I'd like him to just be killed. Take my fervor stacks. Thank you very much. You can move up here and double hit. Lieutenant, champion, I'll move up. You move up. I have enough to cast Swift Strike Blessing, but that's it. Does do Fortune, Triple Strengthen, and Empowering Momentum. That's something to keep in mind. Only really Specio is a problem here in this fight anymore. Everyone else is on their, like, final steps. You did make somebody insane. Just a wee bit annoying. But other than that, I feel like we came out of this on top. Ouchie. What if no more insane? What if move? What if move and kill? What if dash? What if dash and kill? What if condemn? What if condemn, demon step, and flank? What if shoot? What if graze? What if kill? What if graze? What if catapult my own troops? Great success. Sure, that archer can't even get up there. Well, that's a pretty easy kill, he says, not being able to land it. That's a pretty easy kill. You're insane. Let's Storm Strike you. Duplicate. You're a lieutenant. Who, unfortunately, I do think is going to die here. Cannot be used within enemy zone of control. Summon sword. Summon that, and he can no longer use Fire Spike. He also can't use Delirium or Eldritch Mind Control. Rose Knight. Oh, well. Guess I forgot about you. This guy is poisoned, bleeding, diseased, decaying, and Ghostfire. You might as well just go in and sacrifice yourself. There's not a lot he can do. Oh man, he took about 30 damage, 40 damage actually, from all those dots. Nasty. Amazing thing about the Eldritch Ruler is how destructive he can be without ever leaving that far back line. Yeah. They're a lot of fun. Let's Wildfire. We've never had a chance to cast it before, so... You can now get on top of them. I'm going to pull you towards me while healing you at the same time. None of you guys can reach. But it is a nice thought. Let's actually grab my hero here, because he's also got a ton of stuff on him. Nice little 5% shot there we landed. Can you beat up that stockpile? You can. Just gonna heal him. Shield wall. Bop, 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 bop. Henbit the Conqueror. Where are you? Oh, you're way over there. Out of range. All right, Specio is breaking here. No, I don't wish to claim battle immediately. I want to drop a rock on this guy's head. Are you kidding me? I want to drop the biggest, baddest rock I got. 77 damage. Oh, slip away. You always get me. Always a slip away, never a slippy bride. Well, it's minimal damage. We get a Hearty Protector. Hey, here's a great example of one of those things I said. I want a item that gives us a special defensive mode ability. This one gives us Protective Wall. So I can put this on the character who always ends in defensive mode, who has charge resistance, and then they will have 5 defense, 3 resistance every turn, and everyone around them will also get defensive status. They'll also be immune to flanking. Short Spear of Distraction. Chain damage. It's not bad. Spark Collar of the Huntsman, Electrified Bow. So, yeah, instead of Warded, which gives +3 resistance, we'll take this. Because you always end, you're going to get +1 and +2. You'll actually be down 1 resistance. But you will gain 2 extra defense, 5 HP, immunity to flanking, and you'll also expand your zone of control to all adjacent friendly units. Plus, now your shield is a horrible monster. We call that a win. Walls breached. Nothing else left here. You have crumbled the last defensive Specio and cast him into the astral void, banishing him from this realm. Whatever schemes he had in the works, none of them shall come to fruition. The last of his misguided troops flee to hide in the hills and woods. His new, their spirits crushed by the false idol's yoke, find themselves at your mercy, O glorious Elem Engineer. How will you celebrate? We could get a bunch of draft. We could hold a parade and get some Imperium. That's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, I got money. And now we got two options. I can raise it for an insane amount of stuff, or I could absorb it and have a third city. If I wait 2 turns, I could get Reign of Destruction. And it would actually reduce this to 2 turns by 2 turns anyway. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Certainly makes the most sense to me. You guys are gonna fall back here, here, and here so you can heal. Yeah, just don't spend any Imperium, so. Specio, like the OG mage from Chrono Trigger? Yes, that is what he was themed on. He was one of our custom creations. We did basically like a summoning. I just wanted to be like this horrible void abomination. And so Specio entered every combat and immediately summoned like 15 troops. It was a very fun build, honestly. No governor in Hot Pot. Oh, I guess because that character died. We better resurrect him. 600 mana. I guess I'll put an agricultural governor here for now. But I don't have to like it. Oh, we only have room for another hero because our hero died. But Righteousness has been captured. Burr the Veil has been captured. Or, well, Crypt, I should say. According to the all-seeing is cross me. We have our alliance here, so we're pretty much set. That Pirate Cove is going to attack, which does kind of suck. And she is going after her outpost, so. Didn't recognize his name from the roster, but I wasn't sure if it could be randomly generated. No, yeah, he was one of our Pantheon heroes. His campaign is up on the YouTube, if you'd like to see it in full. It was very fun. He was a Chosen Destroyer. And we played on a map with Giant Kings, all the Giant King artifacts, and I believe we won a conquest victory. I think we destroyed everything on the map. It was a tough fight, but he started really weak and got extremely strong by the end of it. So turn brain off game, the bigger game. Help you choose. I feel like Assassin's Creed, you finished Odyssey, but it's your happy game. I haven't finished Valhalla or Shadows. Do I play Odyssey or Valhalla or Shadows? I don't know Shadows, but Valhalla is pretty fun for an Assassin's Creed. You spend a lot of time just really doing Viking stuff. Just absolutely smashing stuff as a Viking. And there is a joy to be had in that, I think. Okay. You're taken down. You're on path to get both of these, and we have our alliance set up. So we basically own the 2 southern continents now, pretty much. I think there's an outpost up here is the only other thing. We are at war with these guys, so they're going to be the next big threat for us. I mean, their main army is literally right here, or at least their main hero is literally right here. So we can cruise over there and get them next, but we'll set up and we'll wind ourselves up for a finale in the next video. So you have to go back and see us then. Bye-bye.